Hello, you beautiful souls. You all know that I always talk about my process through my transition with grief with the loss of my daughter and then the loss of my dad in 2021, which my dad was like a solid force for me in my life. My mom is too, but to say goodbye to any parent is really hard. And sending love to anybody who's felt that and understands that. But I often think about, and I got messages before from my angels and guides, that when people pass away, their soul leaves their body before the traumatic event. And if you ever watch NDEs, near-death experiences, they always say that right when the car accident happens or somebody's canoeing and they go underwater and they hit a rock and those moments, their soul exits. So they're not feeling the pain. So hopefully that brings you some comfort. I know that brought me so much comfort as I was holding my daughter when she passed, and as I was with my dad when he passed. And you can see it in them. Like with those two experiences for me, you know, it's kind of rare for me to experience two people exiting and transitioning. And I think it was meant to be that I happened to be there to see it. So maybe I could teach about it. Maybe I could share it to offer comfort and compassion to somebody else. But if you think about that moment where you know they're not there, to me, like my heart just got really warm thinking about that. Like, yay, they're not feeling any kind of pain. They're okay. They're going. And I was thinking about all this, and I grabbed Ann Tucker's book that I'm reading, and I just told Spirit, I was like, give me a page that I need today. So check out what I opened up to. This is crazy. It says, Title Process of Leaving the Planet, October 14th, 2022. This message brings peace and calm from Archangel Azrael. It gives more details about the souls who have chosen to leave the planet to continue to work on their karma elsewhere. It tells us what we need to do to weather the shift most easily. Azrael is the archangel who delivers souls. I could feel the angels coming through me right now. Whew. For those of you that don't know, I don't normally share this on Instagram. I usually share it on my YouTube channel, but when I start a lot of my videos, or I'm clairsentient, so I feel everything, and I can feel like I'm suffocating, or I just feel a weight on my chest when I start to channel or when I start to read messages from my angels, and I just want to cry right now. So this is them coming through me, speaking to all of you. So be patient with me. I just get out of breath sometimes because my body can't hold their frequency. Okay, so Azrael is the archangel who delivers souls from their bodies as they transition at death, but he is also the benevolent transformer of mental and emotional anxiety. As we think about large numbers of people leaving the planet, it can bring peace to know the angels have told us that people will be delivered from their bodies prior to experiencing the trauma of death. How synchronistic, you guys. I was just thinking about this, and here they make me pull a page where they're saying, literally, the angels have told us that people will be delivered from their bodies prior to experiencing the trauma of death. It will be like the peaceful and loving rapture that many religions have described. So I just wanted to share that with all of you because I know so many people fear death. They hate thinking about their loved ones suffering. And I feel like a warrior because I've been there for two experiences where people have passed away right in front of me, and I turned into Superwoman in that moment. I felt powerful. I felt like I could handle it for some reason. I felt like I was there to just, you know, maybe help them transition. I don't know, but it felt good at the time. And prior to being there, I didn't want to be there. So I didn't know that I had the capacity to do that until I was in the situation. And so a lot of you guys might be feeling fear, right? You might be feeling that fear of losing somebody, or maybe worrying about your children and if anything happens to them, or your parents or your spouses or whoever it is, best friends. Have no fear that they will not suffer. They will not feel pain. We will not feel pain. So if you're worried about it for yourself, the angels have told us that we exit. And again, watching near-death experiences, they remind us that we do leave the body before something painful happens to us. So it brings me peace. It doesn't make the experience any easier because you're still human, you still have a mind and an ego that is scared. So you're gonna think those thoughts. I remember when my dad was passing, I was like skin and bones. I had like a strange breakout on my shins of just all of these like, they look like a million mosquito bites, and they weren't itchy, but they were just like there. And I'm just like, what is this? And I know it was my root chakra being activated because my dad was my security, my safety in my life. And I was feeling unsafe, feeling, responsible for his life in some way. When we would stay nights with him in the hospital, it's like all this pressure was on us to help save him. But as we know, that's not in our hands. And that was just my mind creating that story, and my body was feeling all of that pain. So again, my chest feels lighter now. Yay. Thank you, angels. But it is a wild experience, but have no fear. Your loved ones will not feel pain. They have not felt pain. If they've already transitioned, I am sending you so much love. If you're grieving right now, I feel called to talk a lot about grieving on my channel and on Instagram. So maybe it's a common thing for a lot of people. Maybe there's more losses coming. So prepare yourself. We can't plan life. We just have to roll with it. But taking care of the nervous system, honoring the pain, honoring your loved ones, knowing that they're always with you. And if they have crossed, guess what? They're just in the next room. They're watching you, they're with you. You can talk to them, you can ask for green lights, you can ask for things when you're shopping, you can ask for money, and they can only act if you say it out loud. Okay, so you have to speak it. You have to say it out loud. Every time I go to a coffee shop or to TJ Maxx, I'm always like, Micah or my dad, I'm like, help me find the most perfect shorts within 5 minutes if I'm looking for like workout shorts or something, and it always happens. So use your loved ones that have crossed over as your little angels on earth that can help move things for you. And we have tons of different guides and angels. I'll leave you here with this one recommendation. There's a book called Ask Your Guides that I had to read a couple years ago, back when I got Reiki certified, and it's called Ask Your Guides by Sonia Choquette. I think it's Choquette or Choquette, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but she's an amazing teacher, and she's been intuitive since she was born. Her mom was an intuitive, so she's like really, really educated. She's a professional speaker, but her book is amazing if you want to learn about angels and guides. Okay, don't forget, Archangel Azrael is here to help us transition, and he's here to help us with fear and anxiety. So call on him, and I'm sending you all so much love. And if you need help, if you need a reading from me, if you need a coaching session, I'd be happy to assist you on your grief journey. It's my specialty. I feel like Superwoman when I talk about it, or when I attract a client who's experiencing it. I know what to do. So feel free to reach out. All right, love you all. Peace out.